And welcome back, everybody. We are playing Lord of the Rings Online. And I'm your host, Frone the Gnome. And it is Sunday, June 8th, 2025. It is about 11:35 a.m., so I can actually say, we made it! We made it for Sunday morning Lotro! Woo! Yeah, so if you approve of that, hit the subscribe, leave a like, leave a comment, do all those things that you're supposed to do that you don't do. Please just do it. No, I don't want you to hit subscribe. Don't do it. Just kidding. Hit the subscribe. All right, head over to Frone.com. You can find the links to everything that I do. I have multiple channels. I have multiple interests. I do multiple things. I play console games. I play PC games. I play MMORPGs. I play slot machines. You can find that on Frone Plays Slots. It's all on Frone.com. So head over there. Yes, we are playing Lord of the Rings Online. This is the Lord of the Rings MMORPG. It's 18 years in development now, or in production, I should say. And it is developed by Standing Stone Games. Head over to lotro.com. That's LOTRO.com. Create an account. Download the game, play for free up to level 95. The current level cap is 150. Excuse me. Standing Stone Games is coming out with expansions every year here lately. It's really awesome. It's a whole lot about story. The game is a lot about the story. Read the story. It is incredibly fantastic. This is part 3. If you're watching my series, there'll be a playlist. You can go check that out. Part 3 of the latest expansion. Part 3 of my series on the latest expansion, Legacy of Morgoth. So we are on my level 150 human champion, and we have just scratched the surface in Legacy of Morgoth. We left the Umbar. Umbar Baharbao. I hope I pronounced it right. It's the main city from Corsairs of Umbar, the last expansion. And we've headed east, I believe, from there. And we're headed out into an area called, boom, Emberul. So we came from over here, from Umbar. If I click on that, you'll see. This is the city of Umbar. Amazing city. Absolutely amazing. They did a fantastic job on it. That expansion, the whole expansion is fantastic. So then we cross over into this side. This is all new content for Legacy of Morgoth. So we are out here doing stuff. Let me check. That's what I figured. I need to get my bags out of the shared storage. Hopefully I didn't leave them on an alt. Good, I did not. We are in luck. So we just got to grab everything out of here. It'll take a second. While I'm doing that, I am on the Peregrine server. It's one of the new 64-bit servers. It is the roleplay encouraged server. They say roleplay, but it's just encouraged. Your names can be whatever. Nobody's going to care. Sorry, excuse me. Let's grab our task item bags as well. We've got all 20 of our carry-alls that we carry with us on every character. So like I was saying, I run the Lore-Bound Walkers. Oh, I'm on the wrong video set. Let me go ahead and get over here to Lotro. There we are, Lore-Bound Walkers. That is the kinship I run here on the Peregrine server. A guild is called a kinship in this game. And you can head to Frone.com, go to the Discord server, and go to our introductions channel, introduce yourself. We'll get you some access. You can get in and play with us. Really good for new and returning players, because if you have questions, we'll try to answer them. If we don't have the answer, we'll send you to the best place to get the answer, which is almost always the Lotro Wiki. It's extremely good. Lotro Wiki is good. So, drinking my Folgers. We are ready to play the game, and if I hit down here where I'm actually on the screen, let's check our reward track, see where we're at on that before we get started. We got a lot we can claim, actually. I apologize for all the throat clearing. I have sinus issues, have them all year long, all my life. Gotta love sinuses, they're so fantastic. So you'll hear me clear my throat a lot, and I apologize for that. It's just my body trying to kill me by suffocating me with its own fluids, that's all. Let's see what we got here in the reward track. Basically, the reward track, by the way you hit Shift-I to bring up the reward track, It has so many days, like 2 months and 12 days left on this reward track, and as you gain legendary item experience, the experience goes up on each one of these ranks or levels. Let me find where it currently is. There it is. So this is like an experience bar. They don't have numbers for you to actually see. But as you gain legendary item experience, this experience bar will go up for this level. When you get it, then you can claim it, and it goes to the next one, so on and so forth. So these run for 3 months at a time, and they have lots of stuff in there that is very good for you. And every 25 levels, they have what I call a fluff item. So at 25, we got this one that had had a snake in it, a pet snake. At 50, where's 50? Legendary coffer of the heroes of the dwarf halls. I believe that's going to be like statues and stuff, is my guess, for putting in your house or kinship house. 75 for this reward track is going to be Elvish Outpost, so it's going to be some sort of outdoor housing items, I'm sure. And then 100 is going to be Legendary Coffer of the Striped Jerboa, so it's going to be another pet. Once you hit 100, the next one you get is 101, and it just keeps redoing 101. At least where you get the, hopefully, the good stuff that you want to advance your character. So that is the reward track. Was there anything else I needed to open up? Does not look like it. Bring this down here, this down here. We're going to find out if we need these or not. Other than that, I think we're good. Okay, so let's see what we got here. Single target healing. I'm going to throw this into one of my traceries, tracery and runes bags. We'll just go ahead and toss that in there. I don't need it. We will be using these. God, I'm sorry. It's going to happen a lot today. It's particularly bad. This is Heraldry of the Serpent. I don't use that. We'll toss that in here for one of my alts. This is Brutal Strikes damage with a 45%. So let's see if I have that on one of mine. I think I do. Not on that legendary item. What about this one? Did I not? I really don't have Brutal Strikes. That's probably my red line set up for solo target damage. Yeah, I don't see it on here. I'm going to hold on to it because I'll probably use that on my other spec. This one here, skill induction speed. Don't think so, but I'll verify. No, and we'll toss it in here as well. Okie dokie. So that takes care of that. Let's go ahead and clean out some of our inventory in the shop. These are the, the things you do when you first boot up to play a character. I actually need to put that into my harvesting stuff. Same, no. Agility. Keeping that because I'm going to use it here in a second. This is a housing item. I need to go put those in. Same with that. We'll open that here in a second and probably sell what's in it. This is critical rating. We will hold on to that. And this is critical rating. Critical rating. Love my critical rating. Oh, and might. Oh, that's good. That's a primary. Go ahead and sell that. I don't know. And map to hobgoblins, we're not going to use it. Let's just go ahead and get rid of that. We have nothing to repair. Let's right click this and see if we get a recipe we can use. We can't, so we'll go back in here to sell it. I promise you we'll get started here shortly. Let's open up this one. It is nearly full. What about this one? It is nearly full. Let's just go ahead and, you know what? We're just going to click that. And then we'll go to the other one and we'll click that. There we are. Those are taken care of. Now, to deal with... Oh, these couldn't go in there. There wasn't enough space for those. We'll just hold on to them. This is an account-wide thing. And that is going to be in my boost area, I believe. There we are. And this is finesse. It's also an account boost. We'll put that in there. And by that, what I mean is it's account bound. So I can pull it out on any of my characters, basically. That's what I'm getting at. What is this? Just a fish. Oh, this was a quest item. We'll hold on to it. Oh, and I was going to use this. Where was the other one? Did I already get rid of it? Please tell me I didn't. I may have sold it. That's disheartening, but I think we can buy it back. We'll check here in 1 second. Let's bring our shop back up. Let's go to the buyback. And no, don't see it. I thought I had 2 of them. Really did. Oh, I know where it went. It went in one of these. Not in that one that I could tell. There it is. Yep. When I pulled that into the essence, it went in there. We'll throw one of these criticals in. Not the might. Not the might. There we are. Okay, we're good now. So we'll bring up our first legendary item yet again and see if we can upgrade any of these tracery slots. And we can. Whew, these need to be upgraded to higher level traceries. Did not notice that before. There we are. Those are taken care of. Now let's get the harvest stuff taken care of and we'll be on our way. It's only been 11, almost 4 minutes, and we're almost ready to play the game. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. There we are. Close both of those. Open up all of our crafting carry-alls and sort them out. What I would give if Standing Stone Games would make all of these crafting carry-all bags to where you could set filters on what it'll auto-gather. Oh my god, that would be the greatest thing in the world. But, yeah, don't think it's going to ever happen. Let's see here. I'm just trying to sort these things out. There's so many of them, and unfortunately, every time you open these up, they always start out in that center area. Every single time. So you have to sort them out. Every time you load up the game, I mean, it'll do that. And when I load it up after this on this same character while he's still logged in, they'll open up in the same spot. But unfortunately, next time I load the character up, it'll be back to me sorting them out again. It's a little bit on the annoying side, but what can you do? Alright, so the first thing we do is we go to these ones that are 50 by 50 so I can hit gather on them, and it won't matter. They're not going to pull something else that they can't have because they're at capacity of 50-50, so they'll only pull the items that are currently in them, so that makes it a little bit easier. So now we've filtered it down quite a bit. I know these that look like this are waxes, and I put those in my special, so I can easily grab those. Then we got hides. Those are going to go in the leather, which is not full, so we can do that. This is wood. Is wood full? Yep, it is full, so this goes to overflow. This is high grade annoying scarn. Okay, this is prospector, which is full, so we'll go to overflow as well. This is an herb that goes to food. Farm cooking, which is full, so overflow. This again is prospector. This is hides. That was here somewhere. Where was it? Leather. Wax, that goes in the special. Sea stones, that's jewelry, which is full, so go to overflow. And hides, that's going to go to leather. Alright, we're good. And that is taken care of. The reason I do that is because now my 2 small auto gatherers that I renamed as, or they're small crafting carry-alls, I renamed them as small auto gatherers. And the reason I named them auto gatherers because I check mark the auto, so anything I pick up will go into these, because the other ones, they aren't marked that way. But I clear these 2 out, and they've only got 20 capacity, 10 between each one of them, so I clear them out to sort them into the other ones, so they'll have room when I'm playing that character to pick up stuff in the area he's in, because when I play my alts, they'll be in different level groups getting different things, and they'll fill up those 20 slots like that if you don't sort them out. Then you get bunches of crap down here that you don't want. So, or, you know, gets in the way and you have to sort it out later. You know what I'm trying to say. My brain just doesn't want to work. It will figure it out. Do have those 2 housing items we need to go put in at some point, but we're not going to worry about it right now. Let's check our mail. Something from one of my officers telling people that they can use know-it-all as a code in the Lotro's store to get a free item. Be sure to go use that before it expires. We'll get our silver gift of the day, which is going to be a tiny bit of virtue experience and a crafting buff that is account-wide. So we'll toss that into our shared storage boost. I think it may put it in the crafting one. It did. It put it over here in the crafting. I forgot I had one in there already, so I got 2 of them. And I got 2 of another type. So I got 4 boosts sitting in there waiting for any one of my characters that needs it. We are finally ready to do some questing. So we got stuff all over the place here. We got one way up here. Not sure what that is. There, now it's blinking. It's in search of the culprit. In search of, look for the person responsible. Okay, that's right. We were here last time. She has been out here cutting trees down to take back to the camp, and somebody shot an arrow and hit her in the arm. So we're going to go find this bad guy, basically. Hope everybody's having a fantastic time this wonderful Sunday, or for those of y'all that are out in the Southeast Asia, my friends in the Philippines, for y'all I say Mayang Gabi, which is something along the lines of good night, or happy night, or happy evening, or good evening, or something like that, because it is midnight for y'all. It's just going on noon here. You've discovered Arwath. Which way are we headed? Straight forward. There was a bad guy over here. Oh, no, it's not. It's just a deer.
May nature's blessings find you.
Tell me who treads upon this sacred grove of my people. The elf has an ethereal quality about him. You find him unsettling, though you cannot determine exactly why. He is not like any other elf you have met.
Lidatmad.
You bow to the stranger and introduce yourself as an elf friend. It does not interest me that you are a friend of the elder. Will you prove a friend of the Kintai? Kintai? Something like that. We are not the elves that you know. Shenthar is my name. Whether you have my friendship will depend greatly on why you have come here. Tell me. You tell him of Agaluna, whom you found injured by an arrow, and ask Shenthar if he was the one who shot her. It was. I dislike taking such actions, but this woman is resilient. Most men do not come here at all. Those who do usually leave once they meet one of the Vari. Did you say that? Vairi? Vairi? Vari? Something like that. We'll go with Vari. One of my departed elders. This woman is unafraid. I tried many times to cause her enough distress that she would leave the wood, but none of my efforts had borne fruit. I could not stand by idle while she felled trees of Arwath. So, yes, I loosed an arrow upon her. But know this, elf friend. Had I wanted to slay her, slain she would be. I only want her to leave. I am the warden of this grove, and it is my sworn duty to my elders that the trees of Arwath be protected from harm. I will ask you to please return to this Agaluna and ask her to leave me in the trees of Arwath in peace. Okay. Very interesting. I find it odd that in his tent house, he has very... how would you put it? Permanent items. It's a tent. Am I wrong in that? Alright, let's go ahead. Whoops, we'll stop him moving. We'll get on our mount and ride back down to let her know that these woods are protected, and that if she doesn't want to die, she should probably stop shooting them. Or shooting them. She should probably stop cutting down the trees. Which way? I think that took me the same way. Oh, okay, but you gotta go around this rock. That's why it was doing that. I think. I'll figure out how to get there eventually.
Travel with care, friend. Dangers are all about.
Ashtilgur, have you any news? You tell Agaluna about Shanthar and his duty to safeguard the trees of Arwath. Kintai? I had thought those elves to be only a legend, and long gone had they ever existed at all. This is absurd, Lorandon. Are you a woodworker? Have you ever tried to make furniture or a chest with the wood of palms? The attempt brings nothing but misery, and the stuff dulls the sharpest of blades almost instantly. It is important to source quality hardwood. The trees of this grove are beautiful and perfect. Not to mention, if this supposed Kenta only wanted me to depart, why did he not just talk to me and say so? Why the games and then shooting me with an arrow of all things?
What say you, traveler?
This is madness, Lorandon. I am well enough for a little travel. I would like you to take me to this supposed Kenta elf. I will talk to him and see what exactly is so important that he would shoot someone but not speak with them. Tell me when you are ready to leave. Alright, let's go.
The trees of this grove are beautiful and perfect. It is absurd for them to sit idle when they could be put to such good use by the woodworkers of Iridir. Let us talk some sense into this Shantar of Arwath.
Oh, Lorandon, this place is so lovely. Just look at it. Wait till you see the tent with the permanent furniture. Come on, let's go. Oh, I have to look, okay. Now I can talk to her again. It is a beautiful day, but we should not dally over much. Is that the elf's abode just ahead? Yes, it is. He's striding out to talk to us. He may shoot you with an arrow here in a second. Why do you return to this grove once more, tree hewer? How is it that you do not understand that you are unwelcome here? Lorandon, can you believe him? How galling! Agiluna turns to Shanthar. I understand that you wish for solitude and to hoard this wood for yourself. But what I do not understand is why. Why should one elf sit upon this grove like a dragon sitting upon piles of gold? Shanthar gazes at the woman, his expression unreadable. You know not of which you speak, child. I have sworn an oath to steward these grounds and protect them with my life. Why I have done so is none of your concern. What I do not understand is why men insist on destroying everything beautiful in Middle-earth. Trees provide shade, they disrupt harsh winds, they protect the soil from the river. They provide homes to birds, squirrels, and insects. They provide food for all. Long ago, this entire valley was a forest dense with trees exactly like these. Then men came and put them to use, as you would do, and they are already in use, only you do not see it. I did not think of these things. I did not expect you to. I only ask that you leave Arwath. Speak with me, Lorandon. I did not expect this, Lorandon. Have I and my forebears really been party to the destruction of a forest that covered the entire Iqorban Valley? That is just awful. I can see why this elf would not like us overmuch. I want to help. That was quick. She went from I want to cut them all down to I will help you grow them. Help with whatever it is you do here, and I will fell no more trees. Though I would need to find some other livelihood. Wood can be harvested if done responsibly. I may regret this, but if you wish to learn, I will teach you. Well, here we go. Master Elf, I would be honored to be your student and learn to care for the forest. Please stop shooting me, though, with arrows. Then it will be so. Come, Lorandon, let us return to my camp. I have much to think about, and I am also not feeling so well. It's because he shot you with an arrow. Now you're his good buddy, all of a sudden.
Is there something you need?
I am a fool, Lorandon. I had no idea the whole of Ambarul was once covered in a lush forest of such extraordinary trees. Worse yet, I am no better than my forebears who destroyed them. Like I did, they doubtless took for granted that it would always be there, no matter what. Agaluna sits in silent thought for several moments before she winces. I spoke the truth when I told the Kinta I wanted to help, but I confess that perhaps my wound is not as healed as I thought. I do not think I will be capable of helping him any time soon.
Travel with care, friend. Dangers are all about.
Lorandon, I fear that traveling to visit Shanthar It's caused my wound to reopen. It is terribly painful, and now I worry that it may fester. I know how to make a poultice, but I cannot gather the ingredients. I do not feel well at all. Brandon, would you please collect some healing herbs? There should be some growing across the stream to the southeast. I have a mortar and pestle you can use to mash them. Okay, so we've got to go pick up some ingredients to help her out. I believe it's going to be down here. And why, you may ask? Well, because the map shows a white thing over there, so that's where I'm headed. As soon as I take care of this cat. I saw something over there, I thought maybe it was it, but it's not. Let's go ahead and get this one. He's going to come. He's going to attack us when we get into the marsh anyway. Small sea pod. I wonder if that's what I'm supposed to be picking up. I couldn't interact with these before, but maybe now I can. Nope, still can't. Ah, healing herb. There's what we need. If only the whole real world had labels above everything so you would know what you're picking up. That is a bug, by the way, the small seed pods. They've been available for me to click on the whole time that I've been out here in this area, but I don't have a quest for them, so it won't let me pick them up. That should be all of the healing herbs. Let's mount up and head back to her camp. Oh, hold on. It's ore. We must stop and mine the ore. There we are. I think we have a cat chasing us. Alright, there's a mortar and pestle. It's behind her. There we are. That is good coffee. I drink my coffee black. No sugar, no cream, nothing.
What say you, traveler?
Thank you so much, Lorandon. Hopefully that will do to avert festering. I should continue to rest and allow my body to heal. I feel ashamed, though. I told Shanthar that I would return and help him steward the forest. He will think I lied to him when I failed to return. On my honor, Lorandon, I was speaking true. I beg you to go to him and tell him of my condition and reassure him that I intend to keep my oath. Okay, so now we gotta go back up here. Talk to him. You return without Agaluna. The Kenta looks irritated. You tell him of her injury and that she is resting. You also reassure him that she is determined to keep her promise to him once she has recovered. The elf's brow furrows. I confess, Lorandon, that I have not spent much time in the company of men, and I forgot that they do not heal with the ease of the firstborn. I am no master of the healing arts, but I believe rest in your poultice should serve her well. It gladdens my heart to know she intends to keep her oath. I look forward to teaching others how to care for the grove. Never did I think anyone other than Kentai, oh God, I can't do that word, would be interested in doing such a thing. You know what would be fantastic in MMOs is anytime there's a word that's just not a normal English or whatever, any language word, that you could just click on it and it would give you, what they expect it to be called. Like you could click on it and it would go Kentai or something like that, and then you would
What do
know.
you
So when
need?
you're reading it in your head, you don't always go, "What is that? How do I pronounce that?" Tell me, Lorandon, would you be interested in understanding the forest? The first truth in restoring the land is that you must give more than you take away. You may fell a tree that is in decline. Doing so will allow the younger things that are beneath its canopy to grow. When a tree is removed, one should plant a sapling to replace it. This is good, but what is better is planting many to replace it. It sounds overly simple when it is said out loud, but we have seen our beloved woods clear-cut by men more than once. Go forth into Arwath and find the places where the sunlight touches the ground. There you should plant a sapling that will one day grow into a majestic tree.
Need that much.
The second truth is that what the forest must be protected. There is an imbalance because men have slain many of the predators native to this land, and now the prey animals are too numerous. Not only do they raise the undergrowth of the forest and kill the saplings needed to ensure its future, but once everything has been consumed, many animals will die of starvation. It is the dreadful truth that slaying some of the deer now will be better for the survival of both the deer and the forest. It is an unpleasant task, but one that must be done. Please do not bring the meat back here, though. I do not eat animals, but the scavengers of the forest will appreciate the meal. Okay, so we got to go take out some animals, I guess, around here and plant some trees, apparently. Let's see if we can figure this out. I don't know if this is one of the ones we gotta take out or not. I can't get the info thing to stay up on it. Just won't do it. That's another annoying bug. Sometimes it works perfectly, and other times it just will not stay up there when the mouse is over it. Let's see. There it goes. Now it's doing it. Yeah, we gotta defeat 4 of these. I still haven't found anything I can click on for like trees or anything yet. Wonder, is this anything? Nope, nothing over here. Oh, we got something. Aha! There's a place we can plant a sapling. It's glowing, and what do we always say? In an MMO, if it glows, click it or kill it. Those are your only options. I believe we have found the grove of saplings. I need to do this on my farm. I need to transplant pecan trees back to a farm. When my parents bought this house down here and I was a baby, my grandfather sent a tree down here with them that he had grown on the farm up there, and I need to take some of its seeds and transplant them back to the farm now. It's been 50 plus years. They should grow well because that's where this one came from. My grandfather was a farmer. He did a lot of amazing things. Why can't I find one more animal to slay? There we are. 2 of them over here, in fact. Trying to avoid getting knocked out, so I'm continually backing up. Alright, that should probably do it, I think. No, that actually won't. Okay, that's a different one that says lost trade goods. Okay, yeah, I remember that now. I had trouble the other day trying to figure out where the trade goods were at.
What do you need?
The saplings are planted. That is happy news. Thank you.
What do you need?
Thank you for seeing to the deer. Where's my head's itching? That's much better. Thank you for seeing to the deer. I'm glad it was you who performed that abhorrent task so that it did not fall upon me. Much better. Had an itch like right there. It's driving me batty. You ever have an itch that just won't stop?
May
That's what was
nature's
going on there.
blessings find you.
You have done well, Lorandon. There is much more to do, but perhaps with Agaluna's assistance, I'll be able to not only preserve this grove, but expand it as well. You have done much to help, particularly in bringing Agaluna and I together to talk. I now have an ally instead of an enemy. I will let you be on your way, but if you do not mind, would you check on Agaluna? I have a few matters to attend to first, but please tell her I will visit soon and see if I can do anything for her injury. Farewell, Lorandon. And farewell to you too, Shanthar. Just almost done with my coffee here. You know, it's kind of funny. When I was growing up, I was not a coffee drinker. And as I've gotten older, I like coffee a lot. Seems like that's taken me out and around a long way. There we are. And of course, like I said, I don't drink it with anything special or anything like that. When I drink coffee, I just drink black coffee. I'll never fully understand the whole obsession with spending, you know, $5 to $10 on a cup of coffee at Starbucks or wherever. It's water and coffee beans, ground up and percolated.
Is there something you need?
Lorandon, you were gone for an age, though I suppose it only felt that way because I am bored. The woman chuckles to herself, and she appears to be in higher spirits as well as better health. You tell her that you are leaving, but Shanthar will soon visit. Oh, well, I hope he feels guilty. Hope he feels guilty? What? She laughs again, holding up her wounded arm. But I will enjoy the company. It is not every day that I can talk to someone thousands of years old. I cannot even imagine such a life. Are you going back to Eredor? Can you please let my sister know that I yet live? Kalkadra, see, that would be a great one to know how it's actually pronounced, is likely beside herself with worry. And she is. Well, that's why she sent me here. But I will go let her know that you're okay. We still got this stuff up here, and that is the one, the lost trade goods. I never could find actual lost trade goods when I was up there. So I don't know what to do about that one. It's also blinking down here. Maybe I can come do these things and then go here after I go back to town. We'll try that. Let's go down this way. And actually, let's get on our fast mount. We're going to head that way. This is my war steed. You get the ability to ride a war steed and get your first war steed when you go through the Riders of Rohan expansion. I believe that is 70s or 80s. I can't recall now. I think 70s, level 70s. It used to be a major pain because on the 32-bit servers they lagged so bad that riding a war steed could be fatal. All of a sudden you shoot off the side of a hill or something and not even know it for a while until it finally, you know, the server catches up and you find yourself dead at the bottom of a ravine. You know, and they name the ravine after you, and all the kids in school know of it as that name until Doc and Marty come back in time and save you from going over that cliff. If you don't get that reference, I feel sorry for you. Let's see here. But at any rate, yeah, War Steeds are freaking fantastic now that we're on 64-bit server that doesn't lag like crazy. Speaking of lag, if you are looking for a 64-bit server like you played in the past, you're on one of the 32-bit servers, you can transfer to a 64-bit server for free right now. I highly suggest doing that before it's no longer free. That'll probably be through August, I think they're giving the free transfers. And some of the dark worlds, meaning the worlds that they got rid of in the past, they are allowing you to transfer off of those now. Be sure to go over to lotro.com so you can find the schedule for those, because certain days they're allowing certain Dark World servers to transfer, so you can go get your old characters that were lost. Let's see here. We found Rahasi.
You still live. Your reasons for coming to Amberul must have satisfied my mother.
But why have you come to Garuka? Guraku. There we are. You tell Rahazi that her mother asked you to help with her task while Gurazi discusses the relationship between Umbar and Iridir with Belindor. Help? I need no help crushing insects. I am one of the Dumuri, the women warriors of Iridir. These Zazanu insects were unworthy of my attention to begin, and only accepted the task out of deference, whatever that is, to my mother, and so the craftswomen, women of Iridir, will have the bristles they need for their work. Now that you are here, you can do it instead. I will see how you perform and measure your skill. Collect the Zazanu bristles as quickly as you can. Perhaps that is why my mother sent you here. Okay, she seems rather pleasant, doesn't she? Not really. He's going to go the wrong way to come to me. Probably because, you know, I didn't have a good path to him in the first place. Where is he at? There he is. Crocodiles are so awesome looking in this expansion. They did such a good job. It was actually Corsairs of Umbar that they put that in. I should have thought of that. But they did a great job. They look really cool. So where is the stuff she wants me to pick? Ah, there it is. It's these bugs. I have a Slayer deed for them anyway, so that's cool. Any insects will help with my Slayer deed in this area. I'm set up on an AoE spec on this champion because I love it. I can go in and grab bunches of them and kill them all at once, but because I do that, I am not heavy single target damage, and actually these things die a little slower. Any mobs die a little slower to me when it's just fighting one. I would actually melt through them like a hot knife through butter if I was set up as a spec that's single target, to be honest, is what I'm saying. Don't know why I brought that up, just thought of it. But see that right there? That's awesome, killing a bunch at once. That's why I love that spec. The AoE spec. Wrong one.
Good enough.
The distraction writ upon Rahazi's face is clear to you as you report finishing the task. Good enough, she answers you. Suradusha has brought wondrous tidings to me. Speak to her and hear them. Okay.
While hunting the northeast of Iridir, I found a scouting party of Ordechai.
Setting up a small encampment from which they might threaten the village. They were few in number, but not so few that I thought I should attack them on my own. With Rahazi, I knew I could face them, so I hurried here to bring her back with me. I trust you are a friend. I am a friend, and I'm out of coffee.
The Ordechai must be defeated and driven from Amberul.
Alright, we get to choose a wrist item. That's Vitality, Parry Rating, Evade. I've got Vitality, Physical Mitigation, Tactical, Vitality, Critical Rating, Fate. So... this one's Finesse and Tactical Mitigation. I hate giving up my critical rating, honestly. Oh, these have primary and basic slots. Perfect. Okay. So we will put it on that far right one. So I just want to see. We got Parry and Evade, Finesse and Tactical Mitigation, Finesse and Physical Mitigation, and Outgoing Healing. No. We'll take this one here. The Finesse rating with Tactical Mitigation.
When my mother burned the temple at Iridir and drove the Ordechai from the village, some must have remained in the wild.
This is our primary essence. We will add that to the primary slot. Are you sure you want to add? Yes, I do. I want to add might to it, and then we'll add critical rating to it. So you can see the might is now there on the primary. Now on the basic essence, we're going to put the critical rating. So now it looks awesome. Yes, indeed. Okay. When my mother burned the temple at Iridir and drove the Uruk-hai from the village, some of them must have remained hidden in the wild. Now they seek to return and take back Umburo. But we will not allow that to happen. The three of us must go to the Uruk-hai encampment Saradusha discovered northeast of Iridir and put them all to the sword. This is a task for Demori warriors and for those who claim to be their allies. That would be me. Okay, so where is this now? What was that quest called? That would have been nice to have noticed. Yep, I don't see it. So now we just gotta look. It's probably this right here. Checking for frogs, that's not it. 10.9, this one's probably it. Hunting the something. Find the camp of the Uruk-hai to the northeast of Iridia. Okay, so that's this right over here, and we've got the little thingies there, but let's go out here and get these frogs real quick. We're right by it. She's probably like, what? Why are you going the other way? We're supposed to go fight these things. What is wrong with you, human? I knew y'all were trouble. Let's gather up a few of them. Don't stop over there. Come to me. Come on, y'all can do it. Almost there. There's a pack back there. It's no big deal. Basically, those are like treasure chests in this game, but they're everywhere, and typically there's sometimes good stuff, but not too much. So it's okay to like bypass ones, what I'm trying to say. So there was a fisherman, and he was wanting me to go around and check his frog traps to bring the frogs back to him. That's what this little quest is for. That one spot itching again. Oh, so not all the traps have something in them. That one was empty. I didn't notice it until just then. And that one's empty too. That's kind of annoying. I hope I'm not going back to the exact same ones over and over and finding that they're still empty. Alright, we got one on that one. Oh, this is ore. We'll take ore. I love mining my ore. Oh, that's going to be a scholar item. That's annoying. I don't have scholar crafting ability, so I can't loot those, harvest those items, and therefore they won't go away. And that means every time I hit the button to get the nearest clickable item, if I'm anywhere near it, it's going to show up and I can't get rid of it. So it makes it harder to find the things I actually need. Would call it a bug, but it's not. It's technically just a, how do you put this, poor design decision that is, you know, like 18 years old, because it's built into the system that you can see all harvestables whether you can use them or not. They were going to try to make it to where when you do the tracking over here, let me pull the tracking up, it would show all, you know, or various ones. Now that they added an extra crafting that you can take, and they found that it's too built into the system how it does it, and I'm assuming that that relates to also clicking on nearest actionable item is probably the same thing. It's what I'm trying to get at. I can't get the words out correctly. But I'm trying, people, I'm trying. So, it's not really a bug per se, I don't think, but it is rather annoying. My personal opinion is if you can't use the item, it should not show up when you click the button to give you the nearest clickable item. Where's the rest of these traps? Frog trap, it's this way. There's a big tree in the way and I can't see it to go around it because I've got a bunch of marsh in my eyes. There we are. Tries to take me straight through the tree, which is never going to happen. Yes, we got all of them. Alright, so now that we got all of them, what is this? Is that red thing, is that for the guy I killed a second ago? Because I saw that I needed 2 more of those. Possible oyster. Oh, the oysters. I forgot about those. I'm supposed to go try to pick up oysters. This too was for the fisherman that sent me out here. I believe it was. Oh no, this was for that cook. He was wanting me to pick up ingredients. That's right, yeah. No good oysters there. Oh, I do not like it when it does the thing like there's no good ones and you're like, but I only needed 4 of them, so basically I have to click like 20 of them to get the 4 that I need. I'm exaggerating, but that's what it feels like sometimes in games when they do that. Got one. Woohoo! Where's another one at? Is it on the other side of the tree? Yep. We will get there eventually. Too far away. Well, that's odd. It didn't move me over to it. Where the heck is it? Oh, we got a little lag spike. That's what that was. There we are. Nothing there on that one. You would think that crocodile would attack me. But instead he's just warning me to move away. If I stay too long, he'll attack me. Go ahead and grab these palm branches. Those are the wood harvest item. We got them. Okay, that's everything in that area. Excuse me. We got some stuff straight out there. We probably should go do those and then come back. So let's do that. See, yeah, still got to go across the marsh to get over there. While we're in the area, let's check our more maps. We don't have any more treasure caches to pick up in this area, so we're good. Okay, the item we're going for should be up here somewhere, or whatever it is that's over here. You've discovered Ekgar. Hold up, phone. We found a place. Is he still coming for us? Oh, we gotta fly. What about the other guy? Is he slowly coming for us? Alright, well, we'll go ahead and talk to him while we wait.
We have weathered much.
If you are looking for someone in need of help, then you have found one. The man flushes with embarrassment. pains me to speak of it, but thieves have stolen some of our rice that was ready to go to market. Normally I would track them down and get it back myself, but he looks down at where his now amputated arm once was. I have been training, but I am not yet skilled at fighting right-handed. His embarrassment quickly shifts to anger. I will have you know that I am not helpless. I grow stronger by the day. I am a capable man and can do my own work on the farm. I only ask for your aid because we are in dire need of the income we would get from selling that rice. I am not destitute, though, and need no charity. I will pay you to deal with these bandits. You will likely find them to the north of the farm. And I have another quest for you.
I don't know how much more we can endure.
I have another trouble you could help me with, should you be willing. There are wild cats that live in the untamed lands in the north, at least that is where they should be living. Of late, they have been prowling our fields and frightening my mother as she goes about her work. If you are willing to slay some of the vexing animals, let us not be wasteful. Bring me their pelts, and I will put them to good use this next winter. Okay, is there anything else here by chance? His mother or anybody have another quest for us? It looks like there is one up here.
Is there something you need?
Hashtagoro, traveler. What brings you to our lands? The old woman looks at you more warily. I hope you are not here to cause trouble, as we have enough of that already. I am wary of it, though, to be fair, I was wary already. I have done this work my whole life, but harvesting rice is demanding. It is early yet in the season, but the food is needed. Many farms have been destroyed or abandoned because there are scant workers. You look rather fit. Would you mind helping an old woman? In the fields to the east, you can find some rice that can be harvested. Collect the stalks and bring them to me while I rest. Well, okay, I'll do that. Oh, you got another quest.
This valley belongs to the Shagani, and no one else.
Are you any good at hunting game? The fallow deer have been just dreadful this year. We always have a little problem with them eating the crops, but of late they have been overmuch. Hunting some deer would do us much good, and the meat would not be unwelcome. Could be used to make a tasty stew that would keep my son and myself fed for quite some time. Alright, so what do we got going on? We got stuff all around us. There's the stalks of rice. Oh, in fact, there's one of the deer right now. Can't see a thing out here. That was the wrong button. Can I not shoot that thing? There we are. He's a tough one. This is truly hard to see anything in this spot. I can't imagine doing this as a hobbit or a dwarf. You wouldn't see anything at all. Not that I'm seeing anything better here as a human. Did I finish getting all of the deer? No, I did not. There's one over there. You cannot defeat me, Qurbani Hind. I have the high ground. And then he went on to become Darth Vader. That's all of them. Okay, we can go turn that in now. Good Lord, it's hard to see there.
Is there something you need?
Oh, you are back, and you bring bundles of rice with you. The woman's smile is positively beaming. Thank you so much for your help. These must dry before threshing, so don't worry. I won't ask you to do that part.
Travel
Oh, that's
with
me.
care,
Just look at it.
friend.
Thank you, my son, and I
Dangers
will
are all
eat well
about.
for a stretch. And she has a follow-up.
What say
Forgive
you,
me, I
traveler?
mentioned my son to you twice and have not introduced you. His name is Torizi, and he is behind the house to the south. You might enjoy meeting you. He was injured in the war and returned a man unlike the one who had left. Please, if you have time, mayhap you could talk to him. I think he feels very alone, and maybe the company of someone worldly like yourself could do him some good. I guess I didn't tell her that I've already talked to him and I'm on a quest for him, but we'll go over here and talk to him. Who are you? Even though I talked to you and gave you a question just a second ago. The young man is clearly alarmed by your approach. You tell him you had been helping his mother with some farm chores, and she asks you to introduce yourself to him. His shoulders relax, but he still holds suspicion in his eyes. My apologies. We don't see strangers in this land often, and when we do, they usually mean us harm. What brings you to our farm? You tell him that you often take the time to help others while you go about your travels. A noble undertaking, though you might find that there are more people in need of help in Emboro than you can handle. And there we are. We have now met him for the second time. So now what are we supposed to do? Fearsome felines, stolen livelihood. Okay, that's down here. What is the one that's like right there? Gathering oysters? I thought I gathered all the oysters. What is this right here? Let me undo everything until I get that one to show up. So that's part of it, fearsome felines. That's also part of it, stolen livelihood. Interesting. And lost trade goods is part of it. How weird. Okay. I doubt that that little bitty spot is actually anything, but at any rate. What's the deal with these over here? Oh, those are the felines. Yep. I need 6 of those. Can't see him because he's behind that little tree. I got a feeling I probably could have hit him, on either side of that tree, but it said I had absolutely no sight on him. I wonder how I get up there. Oh, lag spike. I haven't seen one of those in a long time. Holy crap, that's bad. I have not seen that in a very long time on this server. That was very common on the 32-bit servers. I don't know if I can get over to that spot it's showing on the map, but I'm trying. I don't think that's doable. Going up steep surfaces in Lord of the Rings Online is not generally possible. Even small slopes sometimes are not possible. Let's see. See, like that right there in any other MMO, that would be usually easy. Couldn't do it. So I have to go down here and try to come up the other side. Thing is, it's very inconsistent too. You'll go to some areas where that it allows you to go up steep incline. Other areas it won't. I think we're on a wild goose chase here. I don't think we're going to be able to get to where this thing is sane. Or either that or it's completely on the other side of the mountain and I went the wrong way, which is likely the possibility. That's exactly what it is. We're going to have to swim all the way down here, then come back up the other side. If you believe that sucks, then put an F in chat. I'll do it. Oh, poopy. Okay, let's see if we can get up now. Nope, of course not. That was such a fail on my part, and we're just getting worse and worse. Now I've hit an invisible wall. Oh, that's lovely. Is there an end to this invisible wall? There it is. At this point, it's almost worth going back. But I'm determined. I'm going to make it around this freaking mountain wall. If it's the last thing I do. If I could see that we're actually going to be on land the rest of the time, I'd get on my mount and go, but I keep on hitting invisible walls like you see right here that I have to go out and around. Scenario could fix that. That would be great. But I'm sure he's busy on the next expansion right now or something. It's a very busy man. It's a small team, very small team at Stone Stone Games that works on this game, which is is horrible when you get right down to it. I mean, it's Lord of the Rings. Lord of the Rings Online. I mean, it should be worth a ton, and there should be a large team that actually works on it. It's amazing what they do accomplish with the size of the team they actually have. My God, are we going to make it around this mountain anytime this year? This is like the mountain from hell. We did it! Sort of. We did it! We did it! We made it around the mountain. We have officially made it around the mountain from hell. Good God. Sorry. We haven't made it back across the zone line yet. We should be right here. Hopefully the map will switch over eventually. There we are. Oh, God. So this sheer mountain cliff is in the way of where we're trying to get to. And if we keep going around here, we're going to get back to the same spot we were before. Which is why I feel like I'm on a wild goose chase here. Okay, off that war steed. It's now become an issue. And we got all of those pelts finally. So what is up here that it's got that mark on the mountain? I mean on the map. What in the heck is supposed to be right here? I see absolutely nothing to warrant that mark on the map. And I sure as hell ain't going back down there. That is irritating. There was no reason to come up here. Here, let me do this. Let me return the favor. Now you're stunned. Ha ha. I hate how anytime you fight deer of any type, they like instantly stun you. Every time. I hate mobs that stun. It just annoys the crap out of me. Almost as much as invisible walls that I'm finding a lot in this expansion over here. Yeah. Alright, we're going to go over to... We're like here on this mountain, and that circle there is a lie. So we're going to go this way. What is that? What is it we're seeing over there? That thing is blinking. Oh, it's turning in the fearsome felines. But at any rate, we're going to go over here, see if we can find what that white square is for, because this circle white over here, white circle over here was nothing. There we are. Don't you hate when your brain and your mouth betray you and they just won't say what it needs to say? It's like in a constant battle. The mouth is trying to say one thing and the brain is trying to tell it to say something else, and they're just fighting with each other. Just me? Okay, I understand. I am kind of crazy. Alright, let's get this ore. So far I've found nothing for this square over here. Granted, we just came into it. But why is this square over here? I know I don't need the deer and those small seed pods. Watch. Can't use those. So what is over here? I've already killed all of those that I needed to kill. Is this yet another wild goose chase? Something marked on the map that doesn't actually have a reason for it to be marked? I have to say, Corsairs of Umbar did not have this much bad quest design, as I'm seeing it so far just in the beginning of Legacy of Morgoth. I hope that's not a sign of what's to come. Is that why we have these white marks all over the place? Is just for those guys? Because I can find them anywhere. Wow. I got a feeling that's what those marks are on the map, is just possible locations that you can find one of the bandits at. And that is horrible if that's the case. There's a hamster over here. Right there. Where'd he go? He ran off. Oh, he's over there now. Just wanted to see the hamster. There he goes. That was funny. Okay, let's look around for another bandit, because I got a feeling that's why they're wasting our time on here with the map thing. Maybe we can get that last bandit taken care of. We'll get a crap load of the markings on the map to disappear. That is kind of annoying, but I'm trying to be nice. Killing those because I have a Slayer deed for the insects that I'm trying to finish as well. So that's why when I see them, I kill them as well. Don't have anything for the deer. Oh, look, here's one. There, 6 of 6. Oh, it's still up. No, it's stolen livelihood. Defeat bandits. Alright, we still need more bandits. We don't have all of them. There's got to be a better place to kill bandits. I think that trying to find one every mile out here is not worth it. So let's try to find a better bandit place. Maybe this area down here, and I know we need to go over here still. Let's go back and turn in the thing here. We'll go here, down to do this thing, then come across and take care of some of this stuff here. That's what we're going to do. It's a ruffian, not a bandit, otherwise I'd stopped and killed him. If we see any bandits along the road, we'll take them out. My ear. These headphones start to hurt after a while. I want that. How's our inventory? Inventory's looking good. I would kill him with mounted combat, but it is so slow that it's just not worth it. So I'm not going to stop and fight him unless I actually see a bandit. That was a ruffian back there. Is this who I talked to? No, it's the sun. Couldn't get him to stop. Alright, fearsome felines. Ah, the pelts. Thank you, my friend. Life can be trying here in Emboru, and I cannot abide waste. These will help someone greatly when the seasons change. Good, no follow-up. Let's go this way. That was intriguing. I think we zoned back there or something. It slowed me for half a second. Alright, there's something right over here I'm supposed to do. It's probably the fishing quest thing. Go ahead and get off my mount. He was sending me around to all of his favorite fishing holes, basically, to discover them. Yep, this looks like the second fishing spot. We'll have to catch a fish here. So for that, we will switch into our fishing outfit, because why not? And put our fishing pole on. There we are, caught a fish. And that means that we can go on to the next spot. Let's go ahead and put our weapon back on. And change back into our appropriate gear. Alright, the next spot we need to go, we need to kill these things up here. So It's not a bad idea. We could go do that. Yeah, let's do that. Maybe we'll find bandits while we're up there. That'd be awesome. Oh, there's quest over here. Where is it? Alright, bugs. Oh, helps if I switch to the right hotbar. There we are. Is there still something? No, nothing else. Alright.
Is there something you need?
Hashtag stranger. What could possibly bring a traveler to Umbaro? Ah, you must be looking for work. You have come to the right place, my friend. We are always short on strong hands. Assuming you know how to use the weapons you carry, I have just the job for you. The biggest threat to our orange groves is insects. By big, I mean that literally. They are huge, buzzing scather flies? Well, that's a weird name. Flitting all about the orchard. Put those weapons to good use against those flies, and I will pay you some coin. Do it well, and I will have more work for you. Okay, so, little side quest here. And she obviously has a follow-up.
What say you, traveler?
While you're out there running about the orange trees, there's another useful thing you could be doing. Sometimes oranges fall off the trees before we are able to harvest them. If you get them off the ground quickly enough, they are still perfectly good. No food should be left to go to waste. If you see any perfectly good oranges on the ground, pick them up, will you? We'll pay you for the work, of course. Okay, and was that it? There's no other quest peoples around here? No? Alright, let's go do this. Sounds like a worthy cause to me. I need to kill these insects anyway for my Slayer deed, so I can get the advanced Slayer deed. Here we are. That finished the basic Slayer deed. Deed completed. New deed. This is the advanced version. We gotta kill 100 of them. Alright, let's pick up the oranges. See if we can collect up some of these while we look for oranges. Oh, we're not finding more oranges. Is there like another grove? No, this is it. Need one more of the flies, the scather flies in particular. But those two seem to be missing. There's one. That's all the flies. There should be more oranges. And there is another grove over there. Maybe that's what it is. Yep, that's what it is. Is he not going to come to me? Oh well. We'll pick up the orange then. Yeah, now he's here. He waited to get reinforcement before he would fight me. That's kind of funny. I don't like those. Those are the ones that burrow underground while you're fighting them. So you can't actually finish killing them or anything until they come back up out of the ground. It's a very annoying type of mob. It's one game mechanic in this game that I would love to see go away and never come back. Because there's literally nothing you can do when the monster goes underground. All you can do is sit and wait until he comes back so you can finish him off. Alright, that's the last of our oranges. I believe we're done. Yep, we can go turn those quests in.
Travel with care.
You see, these
friend.
oranges are perfectly good. Nothing
Dangers
wrong
are
with them at all.
about.
Some may be a little ugly, but it all tastes the same. It is good. It will not go to waste. Thank you for your hard work.
This
The flies have been dealt with.
belongs to the
Superb. They will
Shagani,
probably just
and
come
no
right
one
back.
else.
But in the meantime, I have more work for you. Here's the coin I promised.
What say you,
Have another
traveler?
job that needs doing. Not afraid of bees, are you? We keep bees here at the orchard to help pollinate the trees as a nice little extra. We get enough honey from them that we can sell some of it at the market. There are 5 beehives around Borakuri. Visit each one, collect some honeycomb, and bring them to me. And where's that at? Oops, wrong button. So it's around this area, basically. Ah, I see them. Okay. I bet you I get attacked when I do that. No, I'm surprised. It's a game mechanic I've seen in this game a lot, where that you go do something and after you do it, then something attacks you. So I was kind of expecting that. Is there another one here? Gotta be another one here somewhere. Should be up here, I think. Maybe, okay, maybe it's in the field. Yep, beehive. There we are. There we go. If it wants to fight, it can follow us all the way down here to the quest giver. We're not going to stop. There we are.
Travel
Beautiful.
with care,
Not
friend.
you, look cool, the honey.
Dangers are all about.
I mean, no insult, but you do look somewhat strange, which is fine for a stranger. Anyone here. Anyway, here's your coin. And she has another
Travel
quest.
with care, friend.
We will check this quest in a
Dangers
moment.
are
I've got to
all
go use
about.
the restroom. I'll be back in just a moment. Guess who's back? Ferone? Well, you're right. That is who's back. Hey, look, I actually verified that when you chat on X, it does come across. I seen it on my multi-stream. My multi-stream chat. Ah, yes. Woo. I had to go party. Alright. And she says, I have one final job for you, and then you must find work elsewhere. I will run out of coin. Here is a crate of oranges and honey. Have you been to Iridur yet? I need you to take this to Iridur to the trader named Dashan. There's no need to collect my payment for it, as we have already agreed that he will send it to me later, and he should give you some coin for your trouble. You are a good worker. There are many skilled craftspeople in Iridur, and I do not think you will have much trouble finding a job. Garhazi may also have use for your fighting skills, so you could also go talk to her. Off you go now. Do I have to actually pick anything up? Doesn't look that way. Good. Alright, we're going to go up here, up the hill to see what we can figure out about the bad guy camp. What the heck? Lost Burakai horse. Don't know what's up with that. I obviously don't have a quest for whatever that is. Oh, I didn't finish him. Finish him! Man, another ruffian. Where are the bandits hiding out at? Why are they so hard to find? Hey, I finally got a sack of rice. I think that's the trade goods. Actually, that's not. Now that I think about it, these were the people that stole the rice from that guy over there and his mom. Should go this way. He'll follow me. Let's go get another one. These are not ranged, so we'll pull them all together. There we are. That was a nice little fight. Supposed to be something right there. Hunting the something another. That's this one. Outside. Oh, Sudushu or something. That's this one. That's odd. Is there a person out here I have to talk to? Yeah, right there. So Dusha.
While Rahazi and I fought the soldiers here, some of the men broke away from the rest of the group and fled.
To the north. Rahazi chased them, but we should hurry after her and ensure she has not fallen victim to a trap set by the cunning Ordahai. The north will be that way. Where exactly is she saying to go? Find Rahazi. That's going to be called chapter 10.9. That's this one here. Oh heck, it's way over here. It's not just north, it's way the heck out there. Where is she at? Okay, I've gone through the area and didn't find her. God, these quests. There she is. All right.
I am fine. These men were no match for me.
We should search their bodies and take their weapons. They may have items among their belongings that help us prevent further attacks upon my people. A map to other of their encampments would be the most welcome of all. Of course.
See the cuts and scrapes on this weapon? This soldier of Orda has been involved in many battles.
Perhaps even in Iridir itself. He may have fled from my mother and her warriors, even as he fled from me and from Serdusha today, but no longer. He landed no blow upon me when he turned to fight. See how dry is the blood upon the blade? This sigil is a token of Barakush, the Dark Lord who is no more. It is one more sign that the Ordai, whatever, have no honor. Without the fell magic of their dread master, they have no future either. At least not in Ambarul. We should search the wooded grove to the north and ensure no others of the Orakai hide within. My brain cannot grasp that name. It just really can't. This is back up here where the elf was. I got a feeling this is yet another situation where a quest line is leading me to another quest line that I've already done. But at any rate. Imagine that, back over here. An elf warden stands watch within the grove of Varwath. Watch this. He's going to act like he's never talked to me before.
I heard sounds of fighting without the grove. Was there danger? Has it dispersed?
You tell the elf that a warrior from the nearby village defeated a number of Ordahai soldiers beyond the ring of trees, and the danger has passed. He contemplates your words and nods slowly. So often that is the way for the Avabar Kuntai he says to you. We struggle to maintain our wooded groves in a land that was once fair, but they remain shrinking oases as dearth and danger press in on all sides. I am Shanthar, and I count myself among the Kentai, wandering elves who settled in this fertile country of forest and wetlands long ago. We are fewer in number now, and we who remain tend our homes as the lands around them fell. You ask Shanthar if he lives in this grove by himself, and he smiles sadly. The Kentai have no interest in departing the circles of the world, as I have heard other elves may. When my people reach old age, they become untethered in spirit. They begin to fade, and in time they belong to the natural world. Some even now remain in this grove, and if you listen beneath the scarlet leaves of this Sarlashi trees, you might hear them. So yes, he's acting like he's never talked to me before. I find it bizarre. The quest in this expansion so far have been rather, I don't know. It's just it seems like they kind of random and doesn't flow very good. So it is what it is. I'm betting this is the spot. Yeah. So let's do a listen. Hear the rustling of leaves and feel a light breeze on your skin, but that is all. Alright, and the other one is going to be back over this way. Never understood why it's so difficult for games to designer to set it up. Oh, is it just go back and talk to him? I guess it is. Set it up to where that there's a flag to tell that you've talked to somebody before, so it doesn't sound stupid.
Could
Like,
you feel
hello,
the
how are
presence
you?
of
Go
my
do all
people
these things. You come back to them
dwell
later.
here in our
Hello,
world,
how are you?
though their
Why are you
bodies
here?
have long since faded?
It's like, no, dude, we've talked before. Could you feel the presence of my people that dwell here in Arwath? Though their bodies have long since faded, you admit to Shanthar that you did not, and he smiles with understanding. Even I do not always feel them near, friend, but it is a comfort to know they remain in this Middle Earth. To depart from these lands seems to me, and to others of the Kentai, frightening and unnatural. A terrible and unknowable afterlife. That road is closed to us, and we are glad of it. If you would give to the warrior who remains outside Arwath the thanks of Warden Shanthar and the fated Kentai who dwell here, I would be grateful. I am not without my defenses, but I have not been required to make use of them for some years, except for earlier when I shot an arrow into your friend down there, that I'm now pretending I have not talked to before.
The grove is inhabited by an elf warden? How interesting. It is quite rare to encounter one of the Kentai.
For they concern themselves mainly with their groves and do not venture from them without great need. If the Ordahai located the elf within Arwath, they would have slain him easily. He is fortunate we came here. Rahazi surveys the grove and then turns to face in the direction of Iridir. You have proven yourself a help to me, stranger. Perhaps it is time to tell you your name. Tell me your name, sorry.
We have done well today. Are you ready to return to my mother with word of our triumph?
With our actions and those of Sardusha, we have protected my home and the elf of this grove from the Ordahai remnant in Ambaro. Are you ready to return to my mother with word of our triumph? Tell me when you wish to return to Iridor, and we will make the journey together. Excuse me one moment, I must kill a stupid deer that is interrupting me while talking to a quest giver. Just die already. Good Lord.
Let us return to Iridir and speak of our success to my mother. My mother will be impressed by our successes when we arrive back at Iridir.
Quiet, there it is again, the sound of voices. More of the Orahai have come in search of their fellows, and now they seek to surprise us. Let us teach them to fear the defenders of this land.
For Ambarul and for Iridir!
Let's do it! It's another feature I wish they would go back and rework, is their pathing on these people whenever you go into an instance, because they always go forward, fight something, then they wander back and try to find their position where they were before they turn around and go forward again. It's very, how would you put this, 2008-ish?
What is that? That sounded like the roar of a great bear, such as Ambarul has never seen.
Oh, I have to talk to you first. Do you know what terrible creature makes this sound, Lorandin? Your eyes tell me that you do. Hurriedly, you advise Rahazi and Sadusha to take defensive stances and prepare once again for battle. Yeah, it's, what's her name, in bear form. But where is she? There she is, Tathata, the beast. I figured they wouldn't let me kill her.
Are we now safe?
That's how these things go in this game, is you see the big characters or whatever, bad guys, you get to fight them a little bit, and they won't let you finish them off because you gotta go do it in a dungeon instance or a raid instance. Used to annoy me, now I'm just used to it. I'm on guard.
Here it comes again!
Stop knocking me out. Oh, that time actually wasn't knocking me out.
Is there no end to its rage?
Alright, they're here. What caused Tathata to attack you, Lorandin? She and I have faced each other in battle before, and when I tell you she is a deadly opponent, you can believe me. Ours was a friendly competition. It came to a draw, but in return she made a gift to me of Horshak here. I did not plan to bring Horshak with me on this adventure, but he has grown so large and so ferocious that no one at Dahal Huliz dares to approach him without me. We could delay no longer, so my good friend accompanies me. That will not be a problem. A number of difficulties threatened to delay us too long, Lorandin, and it was decided we could wait no longer. The caravan driver and the warehouse master suffered our displeasure for the obstacles they placed in our way, and they will suffer even more in the days ahead, for Harmelech has a mind for punishment. At last we set out, and it would appear we arrived at a fortunate time. Who are these warrior women, and can we count them friends to Umbar and to the kindred of the coin? I think so.
We are the Dumuri, the daughters of Iridir, and we oppose the empire of Ordach.
You will find no friend of Ordach in our company, warrior of the Dumuri. We of the kindred of the coins pursue traitors that fled into this land. Once we find them, we will return to Umbar and trouble you no longer.
My mother Girhazi rules in Iridir. She must decide if you are welcome here.
Finally, voiceovers are actually worth having. I will hurry on to Eridir with Sordusha and tell my mother about these newcomers, Lorandon. If they are friends of yours, I believe she will give them leave to move freely within Ambaro. One more thing, Lorandon. Before we follow those warriors to their village and meet with their chief, I think it would be best not to mention that Tathata is a member of the Kindred of the Coins. She currently works at cross purposes to us, and while she may not be allied with Azagath, neither does she work to help us. It can give us no advantage to tell the people of this land that she is a member of Umbar's ruling council. Now let us proceed. We have traders to find and a mission to complete, and I do not like to spend this long away from my city and away from my other endeavors. So that was pretty cool that Rothog and Kultek showed up.
We have finished speaking with the leader of the settlement, the woman, Girhasi.
If she possesses wisdom, she will aid us in our mission. If she does not, Kultek leaves the rest unsaid. She asked to speak with you. I need not remind you that secrecy is an advantage, and you should keep hidden the details of our dual purposes. The less you say to her of Azagath or of Balakad, the better. Say only what you must, and perhaps she will volunteer useful information to you without learning anything that might prove detrimental to us or to Umbar.
You return from your task. Do you bring evidence of your deeds?
You hand Gerhazi the trinkets taken from the defeated Ordahai. She looks them over briefly, and you see a genuine smile. It is good to have you here in Ambaro. We do not have enough friends in other lands. We will need them if we are to survive. Thank you.
If you wish to help us hold Iridir, you should head south to the riverfront.
There you will find the Mori, archers, protecting the city from the Ordahai and Eshadur. Talk to the Captain Dalagan and see if she requires anything.
Rahazi speaks highly of the courage you displayed when you faced the Great Bear. For that, you have my thanks.
Both as a chieftain of Iridir and as a mother. Each are grateful you stood alongside Rahazi against the terrible beast. While you were gone, the man Belandor told me your group pursued two of the ruling class that betrayed his city. Their betrayal must have cut deep to earn the enmity of so many members of the Kindred of the Coins. Why else would half that body's remaining number pass the Umbari wall at my border in pursuit of them? I deem Belandor speaks honest words, or at least he believes what he says to be truthful. The dwarf and the half-troll seem more guarded and speak less freely. Which of these voices holds more sway within the Kindred of the Coins, and who do they truly serve? The memories of the Shagani people are long, and we Ikorbani, who live along the river, have learned to distrust such as they. It will take some proving to unlearn those lessons, even if they and we share a common enemy in Orda.
I have given the members of your traveling company a number of tasks to complete that will prove their friendship to the Ikorbani.
Speak to them around the village, and you will see that these tasks are not for the benefit of Eridir alone, but will also serve you well on your own mission. As for you, Lorandon, I would ask that you scout the eastern side of the Rakwade, the crossing of the Ikorban River by the camp of Salru to the south. The Ordakai fled that way when we reclaimed Eridir, but they might threaten to return if it is not watched. Alright. We've been going for 2 hours on this particular stream. Almost seems like a fitting spot to stop, to be honest with you. I think that's what we'll do. Let me find a good location here. Let's stand like this. Does that look? Yeah, that looks great. Alrighty, let me go ahead and close down the chat screen there. that is going to do it for this particular stream. I hope everybody had a fantastic time. I had a great Sunday playing here. I'll be back with some more streams, but I'm going to take a short break. That's going to end part 3 of my playthrough session of the Legacy of Morgoth expansion on my level 150 human champion, Lorandon. And be sure to hit the subscribe, like, leave a comment, all those good things. And I hope you have a fantastic rest of your day, morning, night, or whatever time it is, wherever you are. This is Ferone the Gnome, and I'm signing off. I'll talk to you later. Bye-bye. Be sure to go over to Ferone.com. Woo!